Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, or morning, or night, or whenever it is you are watching this video. Today we're going to be doing a tier list on the weekly bosses, just general like rankings of like their their music slash themes, phases, how fun the fight is, um, and playing with fighting the fight with other people. It's always a blast, but some fights more than others. So let's just get started now. First up, we're doing by the order of the release of the character of the fights, the bosses. So we're starting off with Dvalin, the first one I believe we fight, and he's C tier. He's first off, you can't even do his fight with other people. It has to be solo, and he just flies around, and if you don't one phase him, and like it gets really annoying because you have to jump between the ledges. It's super dumb and annoying. It's very tedious. Thankfully, I have Ganyu, so I just obliterate him every week. But overall, he's not that fun of a fight. He's not that complex. He's just very simple. Just run around and hit him at the appropriate times when he swoops in or whatever. It's very simple, brain dead fight. Next up is the wolf, Andrius, I believe is his name. He is also C tier. I think he's actually slightly worse than Dvalin. Even though Dvalin, like, you can't fight him with multiple people, Andrius is like you can't use like ice or cryo or animo characters, which is like really sucks. It's really like lame that like two of like the seven or eight, yeah, two of the elements you can't use flat out. So if you have like ice DPS or animo DPS or supports, they're just useless. It's just dumb. It's like really like lame. And then like he has that phase where he like runs around. Like right before phase 2, he like runs around the arena, which is like very annoying because like you can like sort of hit him with like maybe like Beto or Candace or something. But it's like it's just not fun. Like he's a little time consuming because of that, and then you have to wait for like his like howl, and like I really don't like the time consuming, like you have to wait for like phases and transitions and whatnot. And he's not even that like fun. Like his phase 2 is like brain dead. Oh, and his phase 1 has this move that like it's like impossible to dodge unless you like pop an ult just to dodge. Like the one where like the he like swirls around and like there's like ice on the floor or whatever to signify that he's about to do it. Very dumb. Overall, just not fun. Never look forward to him. Boring. Terrible. Next up is Child. Child, I think, is like S tier. I think Child has been like perfect since his release. Like even since like the story boss fight. Like Child has been like I look forward to fighting him. Sometimes I fight him like even after I've cleaned him just for the fun of it, because it's just that good of a fight. Like he's got like the right like moves where he can really like sometimes his AI will like really kick up, and then like I have trouble with him like to this day. I fight every weekly boss every single week. Like I know people say you shouldn't do that because like I have so many of like the upgrade materials for these guys that it's like insane. Maybe even for Azhdaha too. And but I still do it every week. It's a waste of resin. I don't care. It's fun. Especially when you like get like the contrast between like these two versus like the most recent two versus the like first two. Extremely different game. But more about Child. Like he has 3 phases, and there's not like a crazy long transformation each. He does have a cutscene, which sucks. I hate the cutscene every time. But overall, like he's got good music. The other two don't really have good music. He's got good music. He's got cool fight. He's got cool like moves. Like he's got like the giant whale and stuff like that. Like that shit is hard, bro. Like who summons like a giant water whale? Like that's just unreal. I still remember like my first few times seeing it, bro. I just died. Like there's nothing I could have done. Like I didn't know how to dodge it. Like it was just insane. Like I played like I have like platinum like every like Dark Souls game up like on the PS3 and PS4, but like seeing that move, like there was nothing I could have done. There's no like maneuver or anything like dodge into it, like nothing. Like it's just an insane move that catches you off guard. And then he has like And then he gets like extreme in like his third phase. Like he looks insane. Like he just gets better and better. And he's still fun to this day, especially with like friends. Like you kind of body him because like he hasn't like scaled well, like the other fights have, where they have like insane amounts of health and everything. Still a fun fight regardless. And sometimes, Joe, like that child AI will really kick your ass. Like don't sleep on child, bro. Next up, we have Azhdaha. Azhdaha, I think, is B tier. Like he has good music and everything, but his fight is just so long, drawn out, slow, and sometimes you'll fight for like 10 minutes, and then like your shield like character will end up dying, and then like everything just falls apart past that. Like you have to have a shield character, maybe even like a little bit of healing too. Like it's just such a lame fight. But like he is like cool, but like there's just so many like ifs about it. Like you gotta have like the proper DPS, because he has like certain resistances every like, I don't know how often that changes, but like he has certain resistances, and then he has like 2 phases that like he transitions. Well, he has like 3 phases. There's phase 1 technically, but like the transition periods between phases, and like you can't one phase him or anything. Like he has the protection of his phases. He can only lose like a certain amount of health, which is like dumb. And then like it takes like 20 minutes to stomp. Like the only thing that makes him a funner fight than these two is that there's some challenge to him. Like he has a lot of health, and it's really like a grindy fight. It's like Rocky versus Apollo. Like you really got to go the rounds with him. Like you're there for so long. You got to be like, you got to make sure like he doesn't do like a crazy amount of damage, but like when he enters the later phases, and you really need that shield character so that you're not taking like damage over time and everything, it really gets to like insane like numbers. Like his stomps start adding up, and then like you're taking damage from like fire on the ground. Now you're on fire, and you're taking damage because you don't have a shield and you're in the fire. It's kind of fun in that like grindy aspect, because like it sucks to fight him, but once you finish fighting him, it's like you get such just like a rush of dopamine. It's like yes, it's finally over. I don't have to see him again until like a whole week. It is kind of like rewarding, like tough and annoying, but in a rewarding sense. Next up we have La Signora. Signora is a really fun fight. She is very much slightly less annoying than Azhdaha, but she is a lot cooler, no pun intended, because her 2 phases are so different. Like no other character, like Child's appearance, yeah, but like his fight still like goes the same generally. Like he's just more intense, but her phases are like literally ice and fire, like night and day. Like there's such a huge contrast that makes it so fun and interesting, and it makes the it doesn't stop you from playing certain characters. You really have to think like, do I want to bring this pyro DPS? Like I'm gonna shred the first part, but I'm gonna be like a little slowed down at the second part, or vice versa. Like it really makes you have to like consider like your team building and everything that you want to go in there with. Very, very interesting. It makes her fight really, really fun with in co-op, because there's so much nonsense that can happen in co-op. Like you could just die to the like you just have idiots and they just start breaking all like the the ice crystals that you don't burn. Like they just break all those, and then you guys have nothing, and she has like a fourth of her health left, and like you guys can't heal enough to like finish her off. Like it makes for some really fun gameplay when you fight Signora, because of all because every aspect of it is like actually like pretty fun when put together, even though they're like some kind of annoying stuff, like the ice and the heat meter. Like that's pretty damn annoying, and like the floor being ice and heat, that's pretty damn annoying. But they do it in such a way that it just makes the fight more intense. It just adds to the fight. Like bro, she's using fire, like fire attacks that are so crazy. It's burning the ground. It's burning the bee around. Like that's so realistic. That's so cool. So I give her props for that. The thing that does suck is that like she has like 2 transformations, like when she's like encased in the ice chrysalis, and when she's and then like the actual like cutscene. So like that kind of sucks. That's like the only thing that holds her back from S tier. But other than that, oh, and then she does have that one phase, that one part in phase 2 where she like goes into like a tornado and you have to wait like 50,000 minutes for her to finish so you can beat her up again. That kind of sucks. But other than those parts, it's the only things holding her from S tier. Next up is the Raiden Shogun. Definite S tier, definitely even better than Child. Raiden Shogun is definitely a fight I very much look forward to every week, and it's really cool. You don't need to have anything, like, I mean, unless if you're really good at dodging, you don't need a shield or a healer. You just need characters to fight with. Like there is one part where it helps to have an electro character, but you don't have to have an electro character. Like you can absolutely just beat up the little orb thing for the shield with like not electro characters, as long as you can just use any element on it. We've used like electro, it's just like one hit and it's like done. But it's like whatever, it doesn't matter. And she's got a lot of health, which makes for like a nice long fight, and she's very strong. And she is a very like difficult phase 2, which is like recurring. It's like a recurring phase 2. It's really cool. So she's like constantly going between phase 1 and 2, which is like really interesting. It's like a real like it's like a real fight with like another character, you know, because like it's like you like pop your skills and then you pop your burst and then like you wait for it to recharge and you use it again later. Like she like recharges and everything, and like the shield comes up. Extremely cool fight. Very well designed. Extremely good music. It's a blast in co-op. Just like you can do it yourself. You can trek through it. You know, you have your shields and your DPSs, and you're like going through it and you're being all tactical. Or you can just play with absolute idiots and just watch them get obliterated because they can't make it to the shield on time because they're doing some nonsense in the corner, like eating, and it's like hilarious. It's so fun. Or you just see people using like random characters and just like you'll see like an idiot go in there with like some crazy good Hu Tao and just get like one shotted because they're at like 12 health. Like you just see idiots, and it's like hilarious because like she just like filters them out, and it's just so funny, and it's so fun to see. Because sometimes like when even if they're not idiots, like if sometimes you just die early, like co-op is like really fun because it just starts sending little messages of like encouragement in the chat, or like they just start like it's like putting stickers of like the character you're playing, stuff like that, or like I don't know why everyone loves that like that one like emote or sticker or whatever of like Chi-Chi, which is just like laying down. I don't know why everyone loves that, but yeah, they'll put down stuff like that, and it's just fun. It's just interesting. It's just like it's all around the best time. Like fighting the Raiden Shogun and in co-op is like the most fun you can have in Genshin right now with other people, especially if you do like challenges, which maybe we'll get into in another video if I can make some friends for the video. A tier for the Wanderer, Scaramouche, or whatever he goes by. Personally, I don't really like the fight, but like I very much do not look forward to it every week. I almost dread it, but that's like leading up to the fight. When I'm actually doing the fight, I never do it alone because I still don't really know what I'm doing. Like you have to like destroy the things and then blast them with the thing. I don't know what's going on. But in co-op, it's a very fun fight because it's such a like huge arena. In phase 2, like phase 1 is just kind of like alright. It's like phase 1 is like pretty lame, like really lame. Like he's just like standing around and like you're just like dodging the arms. It's like a PS2 game kind of boss fight. It's so whack. Like it's terrible. I don't know why they designed it like that. They could have made phase 1 a lot better. But the phase 2, it's like everyone is all over the place. Even if you have like characters like Bennett and Diona, everyone is still all over the place. They're like attacking random things, trying to get those like little crystals to fire that like the little blast from like the little thing that's like following you. And that little thing following you, that little guy's the homie, bro, in phase 2. Because he shoots unrelentlessly and he doesn't miss. Like he is like his accuracy at like the end of the fight is like 99.8%. Like he is absolutely insane. He's a little homie, bro. He goes in a little too hard. But but like everyone is just doing like their own thing, but still fighting him. Like he like teleports around and everything, so he's like closer to like one person. Like there's so much going on in that fight. It's a really cool fight in co-op. It's pretty fun, and it's hard to play some characters because of that. Like I have like C2 Zhongli, so it's and so like I try to be like the absolute greatest MVP. I pop my burst, give everyone a shield. We're all happy. But it doesn't, like, phase 1 is like easy to do that, but phase 2 is like bro, I probably give like 1 or 2 people shields, like if that. And like I've played with like people who like use Diona and Bennett, because it's just really good support characters. And like bro, I just get no healing because they're like throwing the circle down and like everyone's like running over there, but I'm like fighting like 1v1 with like his giant robot thing with like his Evangelion or whatever. And like it's a little intense. It makes it like really interesting, especially if there's like a lot of bow characters too, because everyone's in like different corners. Even though it's a circle, they're in different corners just firing off, and he's like teleporting to them, and it's like it's a really cool fight. If you don't play any of these fights in co-op, I highly recommend it. But because when you do it like single player, it's like they're pretty like intense. It's like a one-on-one. It's like you gotta like team build and whatnot, unless you have like really crazy characters. But in co-op, like these fights are completely different. But overall, like I think this is a pretty solid tier list on whether you did both or like their music, their gameplay, and everything. I think it is a really fun aspect. I hope we get more and better weekly bosses throughout Genshin. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out some of my other videos. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, what I should do to improve or change. And thank you guys for watching.